Shireen. Hi guys, come in and lift up. We're going to add on some heel raises. So welcome, good morning, hello. We're going to go up and down, breathe in, inhale and exhale. Gorgeous. And up and down and inhale. Good, letting everybody come in and letting the computers get in. And let's start with waking up, full breath, lifting up the heels, taking a moment. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's do two more here. The heels are lifting. The toes are getting equal weight across the top of the foot. Nice. And again, up. And then we're going to take just a little bit of a leg warm up now. We're going to go down and make it comfortable for you. In other words, how low do you need to go for your knees? Regardless, your knees track with your second toe. And your heels are heavier than your toes. You could lift them up and act like you wanted to slide a piece of paper under the toes. They should be able to lift easily. That's how heavy the heels are. 4, good. 3, 2, and then 1. Now bring it back together. We're going to take a little circle. So this is a little Pilates bar, and you're welcome to move your arms with the leg. Breathe in and out, or if you would prefer to leave the hands on the hips or like a little trees in front of you, that's fine. 6, good, this leg's working. 7, in balance. 8, 9, now we're reversing it. So I'm also going to reverse the arms with that. Everything's reversing, the leg, the arms. 2, trying a challenge of not letting the foot touch. So pointing and flexing, keeping that ankle healthy for balance and for back care. 9. And then when you're on the 10th one, let's shift the weight. Go forward, circles. 2, 3, 4, and you can make this circle bigger if you would like. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 the other way. Go backwards. And 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, and you're tall through your crown. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Gorgeous. Now we're going to go to the rear. The right leg can go up, and you're going to experiment how far you can go and feel controlled here. Now the leg that's in the air, you're going to take 10 little pulses up for balance. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your foot, come back down. Now the other one is, let me go forward, go into a hinge. Your leg goes up in the air. Here, I'll move back. And then we're going to find a place where you feel a comfortable challenge. Go into parallel if you can. And then we're going to add 10 pulses with that leg that's in the air, reaching through the toes. 4, hips are square. I think that's my hardest cue. 6, 7, neck is easy. 8, 9, 10. And then slowly come back. And then we're going to open up. Take the arms out. Now this does look a little bit like some yoga, but we're going to be adding on. So take your triangle pose and notice how that feels on the inner hamstring, the inner thigh. Take an inhale. Nice. Yep. Yeah. If you care to take that top arm over, you can go over your ear. Really good. So just enjoy. We're going to be adding on. Enjoy this stretch. Enjoy this balance. Take another inhale. And then go up and over. So your feet will pivot. Lift up your toes. Go out and then down. All right. There's that inner hamstring, inner thigh. Big inhales. Good. Imagine your whole body is up against a wall. Your top shoulder blade is against the same wall. Now, if you care to add on, your arm goes over Good, reach, reach, reach. And there it should feel even better. 5, 4, reach. 3, like someone's pulling your arm. 2, and you feel how that made your side longer. Now exhale and come up. Now if you care to add on, so we've done a little balance, we've done a little stretch. You can go out, come down. Now you're welcome to stay here or soften that knee. The fingertips can touch the floor, and then we're going to lift up a leg. So that's a possibility. You can also just take that triangle in a place where you're looking, yep, to expand even more because we've warmed up with this at 10, 2, good, 3, that's great, 4, 5, lengthen, 6, 7, reach, 8, you see how you keep growing, 9, inhale. Now I like to soften that knee a little bit and come down. This is 5-pointed star. Also, if you have blood pressure change issues, you want to just pause long enough to get that balanced. Breathe in and reach, reach, reach. Down, down, down. Now that could be your possibility, or if you would like to put your fingertips on the mat, your other leg up in the air, your other arm, yep, reaching. You can turn your gaze to, whoops, keep going. Go up. And then imagine a string is attached to your ankle. Reach, stretch. It's a dynamic, all these are dynamic postures. Breathe, lift, open. 5, 4, 3. Now soften the stand leg, come up. Good job. And then bring the hands together and the feet together. Now I'm going to offer a sip. So grab a sip here. Oops. And then wipe that off so it doesn't leave a ring on my chair. Okay, so now we're going to take a quadricep stretch, go up and back. Now hold, this is a standing balance pose. Good. Your shoulders open, your quads open, and you're standing balance. So your hips are level. That is great. I'm going to turn a little bit so I can see you without turning my neck. Good. Thighs are parallel. There's a little rib tone pulling down, ab tone pulling up. If you care to add on, you can add a foot pushing into your hand. Another fun one is that both hands go to your foot or ankle. Change your gaze to accommodate where your torso is and expand. 10, 9, 5, 3, 2, inhale, gracefully come back up, hands at the heart, Samastitihi, other side. So I love spinning that arm. Your foot goes to your hand goes to your foot, and you're going to stand tall. I'm going to face you, rib down a bit, pubic bone up a bit. Really love to feel that thigh here, and it does help to pull the ribs down, pubic bone up, and your thighs look like they're parallel. That's good. You're not letting that knee open up to the side. You're very tall in your upper back. That's better, good. You may feel the top of that ankle or the top of that shin depending on what you've been doing. All right, you can add on a push. Some of you might like to even add on another hand. And then if you keep going, you'll feel like, okay, I need to accommodate my neck stretch, so I need to tuck the chin a little. Good. Now add the breath and expand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Inhale. Now, as you're ready, you're going to gracefully return. That's part of the posture. Really good. Let's grab a sip. Perfect. So you could shoot for 8 to 12 ounces during your class. And then you're welcome to open up. We can put a possibility together of opening the arms, taking a triangle pose of some sort. The good news is there's all sorts of triangle poses. It could be arm up, arm over, arm behind you is a really fun one. I like that. It can keep going so you feel a little differently. If you care to add on, you can do that little Ardha Chandrasana. If you care to add on, you can hold on to your foot and open up that quad. You can do any of the postures we've done previously. Goal is just have fun, open up, meet yourself where you are, or maybe a little further and explore. Breathe in. Take an inhale. Opening, opening, opening. You can release that foot. You can exhale back. Open up the arms. This is a 5-pointed star home base. You can come back through. When you feel balanced and your blood pressure feels adjusted, you can come to your triangle. Maybe arm up, maybe arm over or back. The fingertips could come down. You can lift up your arm and your leg. You could even hold on to that foot and open up that thigh. Breathe in. Keep opening, keep lifting. It's okay if you have to put a foot down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release, soften, come back up. And we're going to do something that just sort of balances everything. Go down the center, hands to the floor. Relax and enjoy. 10, 2. Now you can put your knuckles on the floor if you would like. You can also do hands and bend one knee and bend the other. So you're going to feel, you can even leave them on your thighs, but the main thing is you just feel your inner thighs a little differently. Hi, sweet girl. And if you want to go all the way down, you can. If you want, can. Yeah. And then just hold one side, one knee bends as much as you feel comfortable. Hold for 5. If you want to do some fun wraps, these are super fun. 5. Good. So if you're wrapping, the right shin is underneath the right forearm is underneath the right knee. So take your inside arm, cool, drop it down. Now it's going to go, yep, now your other arm goes reaching for it, behind, yeah. And then you rotate your torso up to the sky. Your sternum is going towards the sky. Breathe in. Now we're going to go to the other side. You can use your knuckles if you want to help out your legs. Go to your comfortable point. Now if you're doing the wrap, your arm is really low, so it can wrap, then the other arm goes really high, or find a place that works good. Yep, 5, good, 4, that's it. Find something that looks good. 3, 2. Now we're going into a squat pose, and this is one of those functional youth challenges, I'll call it, or skills. So if you would like a modification, you can also sit on a yoga block, or what you could do is do a happy baby. That looks great, everybody. 5, 4, 3. Now, another functional youth is if you can stand up without your hands from that squat. And then we're going to go back down. Good. Really good. All right. Wonderful. Now, we're going to go to our plank here in a moment, but I want to offer a sip. We're kind of changing, shifting modes here, transitioning. So offer a sip. And we'll be meeting together in a forearm plank. Good, and I'm going to offer a 30-second plank here. So get ready. I'll do a countdown of 3 and 2. Okay, you're in your plank and I'm doing a 30-second count. And that's already 5. And that's already 10. Good, forearm strong. 15. Legs strong. And 20 already. 10 more seconds. And then you're 30. Now rest your pelvis. If this you're in Sphinx, or if you care to add on Swan, come up. Now hold here about 20. And then really good. I'd like to offer a 30-second side plank. So take what you would like. This is going to be one arm. And stacked is a little bit harder. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So just steady. Now your belly pulls in. Your hips are solid. You're not letting them droop. Your head's against an imaginary wall. You can spread out the bottom hand on the floor. You can spread out through the top hand. We're almost there. It's 15 more seconds. And hold 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, lower your hip. That was 30, really good. All right, we're gonna do a challenge on this side, 30-second side plank. The shoulder is down the back. The shoulder that 3, 2, 1, go. The shoulder that holds you up, it's important that it's down the back. 5, good, stretch out through the hand. 10. 15. 20. 25. And then 30. And then take a moment. Really nice job. And we're going to go to lower back. You're lying on your low back. And we're going to curl up just 5 times for bridge. So curl, 2, 3, 4, and then hold bridge. Just feel your glutes both firing, your hamstrings, your hips are level. You have a space underneath your neck. Take another inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Now, I'd like to offer that you continue to do bridge if that was what you'd like. I'd also like to offer that you try roll up. So you have a backup plan, bridge or roll up. Your arms go overhead. You exhale, you come up. You're peeling your spine off the mat. You go over your legs, and then you inhale, nice, Betty, and then you roll down. Good, so you can choose what your body needs. Take an inhale and an exhale. And 2. Good, 3 more here. So we're doing 5 or the bridging that matches that length of time. Good, take a couple more. Here we go, breathe in, exhale. Good, reach over. Nice, way to use your arms, that's it. Really good. And 1 more here, inhale. Exhale, and then lower down. Now the feet come back, and you're gonna lift up into bridge. Take your right ankle on your left thigh, and the modification would be double-footed bridge. You're gonna take 10 of these single bridges. So your neck is easy. Try to hear the cues so you don't feel like you're turning your neck with any weight on it at all. The weight should be on your shoulder blades. But when you're ready, we're gonna put the other foot down, take the other ankle to the thigh, and then you're gonna go bridging up and down. Your hips are level. So there's a little hip opener, and there's a single leg bridge. Breathe in and out. And then you're going to lower your feet down, and then you can continue a normal bridge, or if you would like to add on the exercise that's a little bit harder than the roll up, it's called neck pull. Your fingertips go by your temples. You exhale, you peel up and over, then you stack the spine, and then you hinge, and then you roll down. So I'm offering 4 of those. You can also go back to a bridge. You can also go back to a single bridge if you'd like, or hinge, roll. Good. Inhale and exhale. Legs glued, go over those legs, stack the spine, hinge. Good, good, that's it, perfect. And then you roll when you can't do any more hinge. Go exhaling up, go over your legs, stack the spine, hinge, and then you flex. And then we'll take a full body stretch. Reach through your arms, reach through your legs. And then we're going to exhale, and you're going to come up to a seated position. Any way you want to is fine. Now your knees are bent a bit. Lift your feet and see if you can find a balance point. Your shoulders are down the back. If you care to add on, lift up your arms away from your thighs. If you care to add on, lengthen your legs. Now hold, 5, 4, good. 3, lift up your torso. 2, a little bit more. Yep, that was it. And then 1, rest for a minute. You can do that again, or if you want to make it a challenge, you'll start from here and you come up and hold. So choose which one you'd like. So it's your choice. You're going to hold it again, or you can come up from the bottom. Hold 5, 4, good. Lift your heart a little bit closer. 3 to your knees. 2, and then recover. Really good. Let's get a sip of the drink, and then we're going to go into some extension to stretch out those abs that we just worked. Awesome job. And I'm going to move that away from my feet. In extension is going to be, we're going to do the dynamic one. So you're going to lift up. Your hands can help you after you get up a bit. And then you lower your torso and you lift up your legs. Now your legs drop, and then you lift your back, and then you let your hands help you higher. Good. And then you exhale, lower. Now when your head is down, you lift up your legs. You lower your legs, and you lift your back, and then you push. So this is also a swan. It can be a swan rock if you go up and you want to let go once and keep your back bent, or you could do multiple. Good. So you choose. I'll show slow-mo again. Up. It's upper body and it's lower body. It's upper body and it's lower body. And we'll do one more of what you're doing. And then you can take your arms underneath your head, lift up both legs, and add a flutter kick. So it's like you're at the lake, you're swimming laps. 20 here. Hamstrings and glutes. And then the next set is tap your feet together and do about 20 that way. Knees off the ground, neck soft. Lower the feet down and take the arms in a breaststroke. Now your upper body is your focus. You lift up as if you're taking a sip of air. And if you care to add on, flutter kick your legs at the same time. Lift up your back. Lift up your back. Lift up your back. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Now leave your hands back there and reach back for your foot or your feet. You can push up in a bow or a half bow. Great. You might pull your head back, Cole, just the tiniest bit. Yep. And then relax for a moment. We're going to take the other foot or a double-footed one again. Here we go. Come up. That's it. Good, Shereen. There you go. Nice. And you look good. Everybody looks good. If you're doing the single one, just make sure your low back doesn't get short on that side, that it's all shoulder and quad. And then relax here into a child pose. I'm going to offer the toes pull under because it's such a nice way to stretch the feet out. So your feet are like perpendicular to the floor, heel straight up. I'm going to offer a minute plank. Before we do that, let me just have us grab a sip. So 1 minute plank, those are a fun challenge. Good job. I'll call out the 3, 2, 1 like we've been doing. Good job, everyone, staying hydrated. And then we'll do the 1 full minute. Now listen to your body. If you need to come out early, you can. Get your forearms ready. 1, 2, 3, and a minute plank. Now the belly's pulling up. The shoulder blades are wide. There's a sense of strength in the knees. You're already at 15. You're already at 20. All right, you're already at 30. And you have 15 more seconds. You're doing great. Strong thoughts, strong mind. The mind will usually lead the body on this. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, good. 2, recover. That was great. This is Sphinx pose, or if you care to add on a swan, you can. Something to open up. That was really nice. It's kind of fun to see those objectifiable goals. 5, 4. Now we are going to go back down to belly down. Let your hands be beside your hips. They're not going to help you really. You're just going to hover your arms above the floor. You're lifting up your torso, and then you're lifting up your knees, your legs. When you breathe in, feel yourself go up a little higher. Relax for a moment, and then interlace your fingers. You're going to add that unless that's painful for your shoulders, then leave your hands by your side if it is. Otherwise, go up. Relax for a minute, and you can switch which hand is on the outside, interlaced. Here we go, up. And then recover a child pose. Great job. Pull the toes under, stretch out your back, stretch out your hips. Good. We're going to do a sip here and then come up to an abdominal on our shins. So this is a kind of fun one on a high kneeling. You're on high kneel, so really make sure your knees are comfortable. I've got a thick mat, but if you need to, let's say you have a thinner mat, double it up. That is just fine. One leg's out. If you want to do exactly what I'm doing, it's left leg out, right shin under, but we're going to even it up, so it's not a big deal. So your fingertips could be here, and you dip down away from the leg that's long. You got it. Now you'll come back up. Now breathe in and exhale. So what I see looks good. Nobody's hinging forward. That's your hip is long. Your wrist is neutral. Good. If it's too hard or you feel upper trap dominant when we're doing these, you can always put your hands here and kind of tell your traps to stay down. Good. 7. Good. I've got an open hip. We're trying to stay open hip and not fold. 9. Good. Inhale. Now we're going to be adding on a rotation. So you're going to dip. Now we're going to rotate. Good. Keep going. Dip. 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 And this is rotation. So you're going to feel a little bit more of these obliques. 6. Yep, 7, looking good. Inhale and exhale, 8. You can exhale on the hard part, on that coming up and that rotating. One more, and I want to offer a bonus. So find a place that was pretty challenging for you, and then we can take 10 little ones. 1, 2, good. That should feel like it's a little harder. 8, 9, I hope you felt that. Good. Hand down, other arm up and over, and we're going to do a couple stretches. We are going to do that one too, Shereen. So this is the gate pose. Now, have fun. If you want to rotate a little bit, that's such a nice shoulder and back. Open up. That's such a nice oblique, which we just worked, right? External obliques. Breathe in. Now the hand that's in the air, it's either going to come down to the floor or down to a yoga block. If you need a support, or a foam roller also works. A pillow works. Good. Take your top arm up and back, your top leg back, and this hip should be feeling opening. 10, 9. Lift up, kind of like you're kind of doing a back bend here. It makes me think of Mudrasana or half sphere pose. 3. Push up. Inhale. And then let your left foot out and come all the way up. Sorry, I meant to say push up into your stretch. And then we're going to come up. So it's okay. The timing's really close. This leg's out. This knee's happy, comfortable. Fingertips are most likely going to be at your temples. The exception would be if you feel especially upper trap dominant, you could, or if it's too hard to do this, this is a harder weight away from your fulcrum, you can do this. I'm going to do this as well. 5. For me also, I have the mic here, and I want to make sure that you don't get bad audio. I want you to have good audio. Good. 8. Good. This hip is open. See if you're trying to keep any wrinkle out of it. Now we're going to be taking a rotation. So you're going to go down and then rotate. And go down and rotate. And inhale and rotate. And 4 and rotate. Good. Inhale. 5. So you can inhale down. Exhale up. 7. 8. 9. Now find a place that feels like it's a challenge to do these little 2-inch pulses. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Belly pulls in. 8. And now torso up, hand down, arm up and over. I want to stress that this hand isn't pushing the knee down laterally, and it's light on it or above it or below it, but it's not pushing that knee in a lateral, with any lateral pressure. That's here, that's in life. Let's add our little rotations. This is going to help with that low back stretch. Breathe into the rib cage that's up high. Now open up and feel your obliques more. Breathe in. Now the hand, and you might be able to lengthen your elbow a little bit more as you're there. I think so. Didn't that help? You can always pull your own arm, and then it kind of tells your body, oh, that's what you mean, and then it can remember it. So I love that. Now fingertips or your yoga block or your knuckles, your other arm's up. Now the top leg can go back. I like to put the toe knuckles on the mat, so I'm really pushing the hip forward and up. So I'm not just ever hanging out in a pose. I'm deliberate, intentional. Now we're trying to open the shoulders and the chest, so imagine a string attached to your sternum, trying to lengthen the shoulder. So someone's pulling your arm kind of behind you. Someone's opening your hip. You're pushing up. So I'm actively stretching. Breathe, lift. It's almost like you're trying to do Mudrasana. 5, 4, open. 3, 2. Now bring your foot out. You have a little better leverage that way. And then bring it down. Really good. Now, if you want to take a child's pose here, this is a great place to kind of neutralize all that. Breathe. Awesome. And we're going to grab a sip. Everybody looks good. You looked even, Betty, when I saw you. That's good. Sometimes you can tell if one knee's tighter than the other in child pose because one hip's higher. So I saw that looked symmetrical to me. Nice job. And then we're going to come back to our forearm planks. So when you're in a forearm plank, we're going to do a small rotation. So let your forearms be down, let your toes be on the mat, and barely tilt left and then barely tilt right. Tilt left, tilt right. And you're just, it's almost like there's water below your hips and you're just tapping the hip with your to the water. Try 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to turn to the side. You're on a forearm plank and we're going to do a small pattern, which is going to be a rotation and an over the top. So when you're ready, you're going to reach out that top arm. Now do 1 rotation. When you get back up to your high arm, go over. Now you're going to inhale and go exhale rotation. Then you're going to go up and over, 2, good. Rotation, 3, 4, 5, and recover. Now we're going to do, by recover I should say transition. So other side, 5 sets. We know patterns are good for the brain. So we're going to go up so you can think, okay, what comes next? Rotate and over. Let's move that ponytail. Rotate and then up and over. You are lifting your hip and rotate. Your hip stays square on that one. 3, good. 4, diving down, up and over. Lift your hip. Good. 5 and over. Now lower the hip. Really good. All right, we're going to take a sip and then I'll tell you we're doing some articulation next. So I'm going to give a couple different options. We did articulation with the bridging earlier, so we're going to change the plane. And I'll show you, one is cat-cow. Make sure your knees are happy here too. So you kind of lift your sternum, lift your tailbone, then you lower back, upper back, middle back. And then we'll do this together. Breathe in and breathe out. I like these anyway for multifidus and transverse. Those muscles are really important if you've ever had low back pain. Round, which according to stats, 85% of people over 40 have, but what we try to do is preventative. If you want to add on an articulation that is a little bit harder, you can stay in cat-cow if you'd like, but if you want another option, you take a down dog. Oh, we gotta hold that for a moment. That feels so good. So this is heels down, calf stretching. And what you'll do is lift your heels, you'll lower back flex, work your way up your back, middle back, upper back, and then take an up dog inhale. And then tuck your chin and the upper back, middle back, lower back, heels press. Lift your heels, lower back, middle back, upper back. Inhale. Good, and then tuck. Good. So you can mix this up. For example, we're going to do 5 more, but if you need to, you could always go back to your cat-cow. Inhale, upper back, good, tuck, upper back, middle back, lower back, and up, stretch, and up. Feel every part of your back gets some attention, and it should be about 2 more. And I'm really tied to just the feeling more than the absolute number. So you just want to feel like you're getting each part of your back. You're not hurting your wrist. And then 1 more. And inhale. And exhale. And then we've got a child pose. I'd like to offer an elbow bend. This one's really nice for it's a very soft tricep press. So pretend you're patting yourself on the back. Your elbows will bend. You're in child pose. And then gently come back up. Good job. Take a sip. Nice. I'm going to throw in a mermaid series. So you may recognize this from reformer Pilates. One leg, I call it double triangle. One leg is left foot on the right thigh, the other leg's bent. So let me just make sure if that's not comfortable, you might grab a pillow. Now, the first move is going to be that our right arm goes to the left knee, possibly. I'll give you a backup plan if it just doesn't feel balanced. So go up and over. This could be if you're like, oh, I need that little pull. That's your image. That's your sensation you want, like someone's pulling you. Now, that could be too rough. If it feels too comfortable, you can put a hand here. So just find what you need. I'm gently pushing that knee down too to counterpose the weight of my upper body. Inhale. Now this hand that's in the air is going to stay up, but it's going to go around. You're going to be turning over your shoulder. It's mermaid looking over her shoulder to the ocean. You're leveraging your hands on whatever you can get, your thigh, the floor. Micro rotating. This is for posture. And then come back to the center. We're going to switch our legs. This is my universal symbol of switch, or switch sides. Double triangle. Right foot's roughly touching the left thigh. Good. And then the left hand could go to the right knee. You're not tied to that because the main objective is that your spine gets lateral flexion. So that means you could have it here. It's just what works for you to get a lateral flexion. You might need a pillow underneath the hip if you're feeling uneven there. That TFL could be tight. So act like your shoulder is taffy and it's getting longer, 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 pulling, pulling, pulling. Yeah, give it a pull. Now the breath is important. The inhale goes to the nose and to that side. The breath will facilitate a lot of extensions, lateral flexions. So you're using your breath there. Look, it's moving. You're keeping going. You're going. Yeah, it's not just a static pose ever. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Elbow long if you can. Now this hand that's in the air goes behind you, probably on the floor, and then rotate. Now your upper back's your focus. Your neck should feel very safe. It's just going along for the ride. Breathe in and feel yourself lengthen. And then you exhale, you might rotate more. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Breathe in, lengthen. Five, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale and then exhale to come back. That was great. Now we're going to take just a gentle counter pose. Legs out. Maybe it's not so gentle. This could be an intense stretch, but your legs are out and you inhale and then you exhale. Either hands to your legs or the floor, whatever helps you feel like you've got a place to relax. It's also fun to pull the toes back. See if you can leave your right arm on the inside of your V of your legs and then go up and over. If that doesn't work out, then leave your hand on the outside of your V. Yeah, just see. Good. Breathe in. I like to add a little rotation here. Open. You can experiment with your body. Breathe in. Five. Oh, there. It's so good. 4, 3. So it's kind of like putting some postures together too. Take an inhale and come up, and then exhale, and maybe your arms on the inside. I'm going to offer that. But if it just doesn't feel like you're balanced there, you can put your arm on the outside. You don't want you to feel like you can't breathe or you can't relax. You want to be in a place you can relax. Ten, 5, 3. Take that inhale, go right down the middle again. It should feel a lot easier. 10 or somewhat easier. 5. Inhale. and then exhale to come back up. Nice job. Grab a sip, and you're doing great. We're gonna go slightly different position here. So we'll go down on the side. One arm's gonna be a pillow. So I'm gonna have to move this little transmitter, but just take a 10 double leg lifts. So with your arm like a pillow to keep your neck safe, go up and down with your legs, 10. Now we're gonna stay up in the legs, try to stay up with the bottom leg too, and toes forward, and add a little abductor. This will support whatever sagittal plane movement you're doing in life. Now the leg stays up on top and the bottom leg's gonna join it. And challenge yourself to go high, 4, obliques, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm gonna adjust forward on my mat so that I have enough room. So if you would like to come up and do a teaser, you can. If you wanna just roll over to the other side, then do that. Come on over to the other side when you're ready. Both legs come, I'm gonna need to get to the mat. Both legs come up with an exhale. Feel your belly pull in, feel your neck supported. Challenge yourself an inch higher than maybe you want to go at first. Good, the mind tends to go to bare minimum. Now leave the legs up when you're ready. Now the top leg goes higher than you think it can. Yeah, up, 5, 6, even if it's a half an inch, 7. Bottom leg is staying high. Now the leg's gonna stay high and the bottom leg's gonna try to find it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're 10. You could stay there or you could come up. 1 banana boat. Good. And then take a lie down. Take your right ankle to left thigh. Hands reach through. Now it's a great place to add a little rock. Let me turn this way so I can see you better. Yeah, you can move your ankle on this one if you'd like. 5, good. Your ankles, 4. We're going to take the left ankle to right thigh, reach your hands through. Your ankle can move with that one. And then your right leg can go into a hamstring stretch. Now, if you want to add on a little ab crunch, you're welcome to come up, and one leg can point and one leg could be in a stretch for 15. Yep, chin tuck, Karen, just a tiny bit. Yep, better, better, better. It's subtle, but it adds up after time. Now let that leg down and let your head down, of course. Take your other foot up and your other hand to your foot. Now the other leg comes up and you're probably looking at the toes of the leg that's off the floor. And remember, it's okay to do just the hamstring stretch. I'm just offering some fun. Maybe lift your shoulder blades a hair, Betty. Yeah, there you go. I know it's hard. You're doing great, guys. Karen, much better. I know you can feel that difference. 5, 4, 3, good. Shireen, 2. Yep, nice, Betty, and recover. All right, one hand per foot. Happy baby. This is a really nice one. This is the way the femurs fit best in the acetabulum for most people. There's always genetic differences, but in general, this is a really great place to have the femurs. 5, 4. Now this is very subtle, but the feet come in and they touch. The knees are now wider. You can imagine that you're a butterfly wing. I've been seeing some monarch butterflies or yellow butterflies. I think they're monarchs. 5, 4, 3. Feel your inner thighs. It's really a fun one to do a little rocking with too. And then you're going to take a knee down twist. Your left leg could be long, your right knee can go over, your right hand can go out. So you've got this push on your leg, and the exhale is a great way to let go of tension. One of my favorite stretches. Shoulder should feel like it's getting some release too. Five. Now we're going to do the other one, so let your leg go long, take your knee down, twist. That's great. Your shoulders opening, your back, your hip. Five, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And you're going to pull your thighs in when you're ready, and just sort of take a hand to each knee. I call it stir the pot. You're moving your femurs and your acetabulums. You can do it together, you can do it opposite. I like to do it opposite both ways. And sort of like you're getting rid of any tension. Now you're welcome to take a Shavasana, or if you'd like to put your feet on the wall, you can do that, or you can put your feet up on a block and do that. And we'll just take about 5 complete inhale, exhale cycles, letting go of the mind and just replenishing or refilling your cup. Now when you're ready, gently wiggle your fingers and your toes and come back to neutral. And just going to take a moment to place your hands at your heart, and we'll let the eyes soften. We'll just go inside and we'll give appreciation to our body. It's amazing how many things it can do without our instruction and then with our instruction. It's amazing that our mind shows up to do things for us and all of the tasks that it does all day. And our spirit, that part of us beyond physical. So we'll just send an appreciation to our body, mind, and our spirit. I know it's common for people to speak ill of themselves, but we are going to bless that body, mind, and spirit to the highest good and give it some appreciation for all of its wonder. With so much appreciation, thank you guys so much for being here. There is an extra class tomorrow. I can't remember exactly what time it is, but I think it's in the morning. I better just text